Hey guys. So I finally made it to the Saturn placements, and this is my first Saturn video, Saturn in the sign video that I'm doing, and I want to start with Saturn in the sign of Libra because like this is a very strong placement. You know, when you have Saturn, let's start there. You have Saturn. Saturn is a planet, the task maker, right? The obstacle producer, challenges. You know, there's hardship sometimes, there's a lengthy process a lot of times when it comes to something that we're trying to accomplish and we're trying to do. Now when you take it and you put it in the sign of Libra, you can have challenges with money because Venus rules over Libra, and self-worth, and partnerships and relationships, love or business. This is what you're looking at, and it doesn't mean that you can't have it. It's just a lot of times prolonged, like you have it later in life, in your second part of life when you're dealing with Saturn most times, okay? So you have to keep that in mind. A lot of people, before they get to the age of 35, 36, even 40 sometimes, they have a hard time. They just feel like they are doomed. I'm never going to get married. Or am I going to get married and it goes successful? Because this is a placement where you can see lots of divorces if you get married before a certain age, or challenges in bringing that relationship together if you get married before a certain age. And I'm going to advise you to understand this. A lot of people that you come together with in a relationship, or just in your first part of life dealing with other people, they are karmic most of the time. And a lot of times, a person with Saturn and Libra, you can also find two Saturn and Libras together. Now, I'm going to get to that. Because a lot of times, a person with Saturn and Libra, they'll try to stick it out and make things work. And all along the while, they see that situation may not be working out, but they hate to let that go. And it was there to show them a lesson. It was there to help them become more aware of themselves. Whatever the case may be, it served its part. You will see a person with Saturn and Libra hold themselves back in work and opportunity because of something that happened to them when they were younger or before. And it's like Saturn stops being, after a certain age, it lets you go, but you still are going along with the mindset of, okay, I'm blocked in this area, I can't do this or I can't do that. And then your confidence is challenged and you're feeling doomed, and you're not really putting in the context that you have Saturn and Libra. Okay, so Saturn and Libra that person can get up to a certain age and just decide like, okay, like I'm still facing the same fears because of something that happened in the past. So most of the time, people in situations you dealt with in the first part of your life is the same people in situations you have to let go of and find yourself letting go of, that a lot of that people with this placement may not do, and they end up blocking themselves instead of letting themselves go along to find a partner that they're really supposed to be with and establish a life that they're really supposed to have. And then it's like they almost live in some sort of unfulfilling misery. You get what I'm saying? Because of that. So you have to be mindful of that. Okay? So let's talk about the fact that when you're dealing with Saturn and Libra, you know, a lot of stuff plays out for you like later on in life, or the second half of your life, however you want to put it. Okay? So it could be, you know, a bunch of tried and failed errors and, you know, failed attempts. Like I said, second marriages, third marriages, you know, whatever. Having the kid and having a baby mom and a baby father situations a lot of times, and then dreading having that, so sticking together. Okay, so this is another thing that I want to let be known. A lot of times people with Saturn and Libra have significantly older partners, significantly younger partners. It's nothing to find a person with Saturn and Libra attracting people older than them, 10 years older at least, you know, or younger than them. Okay? And what happens, like attracting them, or those people being attracted to them, if that makes any sense. Or better yet, even getting with other individuals that have the same Saturn placement as them. You know, this could go for all the Saturn placements. So getting with other people with that has Saturn and Libra also. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind, because it's kind of like they're old souls. It's kind of like, you know, there's this, they got the same type of lessons to learn and same type of things that's going on. You get what I'm saying? So that'll usually be about the type of relationships that you'll have, you know. That's easier for you. Maybe you don't understand it, but that's usually what's playing out here. Okay, so if I could tell you anything, I just can tell you to understand that your relationships, your love relationships, business partnerships, and everything could be delayed until a little bit later on. So if you feel like you're unlucky in love, you can say you're unlucky in love, but just say, you know what, this is just for now. Okay, find things to put your energy in, like your work and building your self-worth. I say build it with something valuable, something material, building your self-worth. Like I said, doing things like taking care of your body, taking care of yourself. Okay, and of course taking care of others that may need you, but I'm saying invest in something that you can see manifest physically. Therefore, like when you're struggling in your relationships and you're not clicking, you don't feel like, okay, I have nothing. You just start, you begin to look at it differently, because it's like you understand the art of building and manifesting and getting something valuable that takes time. Just like a relationship, you know, just like a love relationship with Saturn and Libra. Okay, so there's lots of lessons and there's lots of obstacles into getting that. And I'm not saying that you can't come together with the same person that you were with before and y'all work things out. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying a lot of times that is what I see. Where it's like, okay, well, you learn the lessons, and then a lot of times it's supposed to karmically dissolve and you move on to the next thing. So what will help is not get caught up into the patterns in the karmic cycles of Saturn, especially after you get beyond a certain point in your life. Okay, so you got to keep all this in mind, and understanding that this is what you're dealing with when you're dealing with Saturn in the sign of Libra, the sign of partnerships, like legal situations and stuff like that may not go in your favor, but later on it will. So if you do need to get a divorce or something like that, then the legal situation could possibly go in your favor. If you both are got the same Saturn placement, you find a way to split it equally. You end up getting a strong relationship when you finally let go of everything is restricting you. You end up getting beneficial partnerships. You end up getting the money, whether it's will to you or whatever you've earned it, whether it comes with a partner, because I see that as well. Sometimes you get a partner, you get very serious partners and stuff like that, where it seems like they want to take everything serious and they want to take the relationship serious. What can help you is, and you wanting them to, what can help it is lightening up sometimes. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes lightening up. I know it's hard, but you know, you could possibly get a partner though that's wealthy or have investments that they end up getting something, what's that called, something will to them later on, and you find out you have property and things of that nature. So you end up accumulating through the partner. But when people start talking about getting property and inheritances and things, you're talking about somebody older, or you're talking about as you get older, you know. So you have to remember that. So I'm going to stop right there, because of course I could continue on. I'm probably going to think about something after I stop the video, but you know, I'm putting together great stuff for you guys to just have access to, you know, besides the video. And then continuing on with, you know, making other videos. And it's like you have to take this in. Sometimes you have to process stuff, look at it more than once. When you're feeling like you need motivation and you're feeling unloved, come back and look at this video. Like, have it saved, because it can help you see, like, don't put the victim, it's not about victimization and all that. It's just understanding who you are. That's it. Okay, so this has been Saturn and Libra. I'm Butterfly to the Light. I'll be back. Thank you.